Thank you for choosing the Ventex family of products. Ventex has been a leading manufacturer of custom louvers since 1984. We use the latest technology to create, model, and manufacture every louver to your precise specifications. In this video, we will go over the steps to assembling our multi-section gravity ventilator.
Please make sure that you've received the following in your shipment. If anything is missing or you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. For ease of construction, please make sure that you have the following tools on hand. The first step will be constructing the throat for the hood. Your package includes 4 throat side panels and 2 throat end panels. 8 support brackets will hold it all together. Lay out the pieces as shown. Each corner will have 1 support bracket and 2 in the centers of the sides. Start with the corner and insert the bolts provided as shown. Hand tighten only and use your drill to tighten after all the bolts have been inserted. Next, move on to the throat side panels, inserting the bolts through the 2 support brackets placed back to back as shown. Once again, make sure that there are 2 load support brackets on the side panels, and hand tighten first, using your power drill to tighten it all up afterwards. Repeat with the other side. We recommend the use of a drift pin to align the bolt holes. After assembly, the support brackets should appear as shown. The next step of our assembly will be the channel support. You'll find 4 channel side rails, 2 male and 2 female. On each long side of the throat, interlock a male and a female channel support. Once again, we recommend the use of a drift pin for stability and lining up the holes. The holes on the top side of the channel supports will align with the holes of the curb supports. Ensure that you place the female side of the second channel on top of the male. Use your drift pin to ensure that these holes are aligned. Using the non-rubberized self-tapping screw supplied, fasten the channels to the side of the throat. After ensuring that all the screw holes on the throat have been filled, take time to square up the corners. Center channel assembly B will come in 3 pieces and comprise the inner ribs of the hood. Span the throat of the ventilator with the B center channel assembly. Ensure that the bird screen clips are on the bottom end. You will be lining up the bolt holes of the bottom flange with the holes on the top of the side support channels. Use the bolts provided to fasten the assembly to the throat. As a helpful hint, the interior vertical support will line up with the throat rails. Repeat this process with the 2 remaining pieces. You may have had to loosen the corner gusset screw in order to easily tighten the inner bolts. If so, do not forget to retighten these screws. In our step 4, when installing the end channel assembly, please ensure that the galvanized skin is on the exterior of the hood. Bolt these end panels down in the same manner as the interior ribs. Ensure that the tie-down bolts are underneath the hood. Find the included 4 roof supports that will be adding additional rigidity to your hood. Install the roof supports down the center of the hood using the non-rubberized tech screws. Simply align the support with the pre-drilled holes in the center gusset. Once installed, the top of the roof supports should be flush with the ribs of the hood. The ventilator will require 8 side screens and 2 end screens to block unwanted access to the hood. Simply slide the screen in between the vertical flange and lower horizontal flange just above the throat. You can loosen the retaining clip screws to facilitate the screen's access. On the ends, the screens are inserted much the same way. Once the screens are in place, apply pressure on the retaining clips as you tighten the screws. Use the extra screws provided to ensure that the screens are fully secured. Once complete, you will know that the screens are properly in place if the outside edge is flush with the hood's vertical supports. When preparing your side panels for this next step, it will be important to note that 2 of them are mirror images of each other. Mount the side panels by resting them on the top corner gusset flange. Ensure that the pilot holes for the upcoming roof panels are visible on the top side. Pin the side panels in place using the rubberized screws to first attach the top corners and then the bottom ones. Once you have pinned all 4 side panels in place, go back and fill in all remaining holes. As a helpful hint, the exterior ends of the side panels will have a 2-inch flange. Where the panels butt up to each other in the center, each one will have a 1-inch flange. Adding the roof panels will be the final step. However, there are several smaller steps included in this portion. Make sure that you follow each of them. The interior side of each roof panel has had an anti-condensate coating applied at the factory. Before mounting the roof panels, run a liberal bead of caulk around the perimeter of the hood. Carefully place the roof panels on top of the support structure. Note that the 2 center panels will interlock as shown. One of the end panels will slide into the center panel with the outer end flanged down as a drip edge. Also note that the other end panel will slide over the center roof panel with a similar drip edge at the other end. After adjusting the roof panels into place, use clamps to secure the interlocking standing roof seams. Use 7 Tek screws to connect each standing roof seam. Note that the bowing effect you may encounter will disappear after the final steps are complete. If necessary, use your drift pin to align the roof panel holes to those on the underlying support. The rubberized Tek screws will finally secure the panels into place.